As far as we are concerned, we the elected government of Kano State, as far as we are concerned, as far as I, the governor of Kano State, is concerned, the emir of Kano is nothing but a public officer. I read in the paper that somebody said, I said he's a civil servant. I never said so. I didn't say he's a civil servant. He's not a civil servant. He's a public officer who is holding a public office and who is being paid from public funds and whose appointment is at the pleasure of the governor of the state and who can be dismissed, removed, interdicted, suspended if he commits an offense. And there is nothing absolutely unique about Ado Bayero, Emir of Kano. He is equal to any one of my 8 emirs. And believe me, if he commits any offense which will make it necessary for us to remove him, we will remove him and we will sleep soundly.
The struggle for the Kano Emirship continues as Aminu Ado Bayero and Lamido Sanusi both claim the title, each operating from separate palaces in Kano City. The state government on Friday reinstated Sanusi, who now resides at the main Kano Emir's palace, while Ado Bayero, removed by the government, stays at the mini palace in Nasarawa GRA. Ado Bayero returned to Kano on Saturday morning following Sanusi's formal reinstatement. Sanusi, a former central bank governor, has welcomed district heads at the palace and participated in a ceremonial procession accompanied by gun salutes from palace guards. Supporters of the new Nigeria People's Party have traveled from different local government areas of the state to the main emir's palace. The movement of the people to the palace was said to be in connection with an alleged plan by federal authorities to relocate Ado Bayero to the palace. Security forces and police have instructed the state government to comply with a court order that stops the removal of Ado Bayero and his peers from Bichi, Karaye, Rano and Gaya Emirates. The court has directed all parties to maintain the current situation until the interim injunction hearing on June the 3rd. The state government has challenged the court order, claiming the issuing judge was abroad at the time. At the mini palace in Nasarawa GRA, Ado Bayero also received visits from district heads and title holders who opposed his removal. Aminu Dan Agundi, a senior councillor in the Kano Emirate, supports Ado Bayero and has initiated legal action against the state government. However, Ado Bayero has called for peace and compliance with the law, expressing confidence in the legal process and the importance of justice. I call on the people to remain law-abiding as we await the pronouncement from the court in this legal matter. We call on the authority to be fair and just in this matter. Kano is like a mirror and an influential state in Nigeria. Whatever affects Kano may escalate across. May peace reign in Kano. We pray for Allah to bless Kano with a responsible and just leader. Justice is the way to go on every issue. There will be justice. Nobody is above the law. We will accept whatever the law says. I appreciate all the people who have shown concern. Aminu Abdulsalam, the Kano State Deputy Governor, has attributed the confusion to former Governor Abdullahi Ganduje, now the National Chairman of the All Progressives Congress (APC). He accused Ganduje of using the National Security Advisor office to incite violence by facilitating Ado Bayero's return. It is unfortunate that the APC National Chairman Abdullahi Ganduje is using the National Security Advisor to create tension in the state by smuggling into the state the former Emir Aminu Ado Bayero. The appointment and dethronement of Emir of any traditional title holder is solely the prerogative of the state government, the Deputy Governor said. However, the NSC's office has rejected these claims and cautioned politicians about their utterances. Also, Ganduje's spokesperson, Edwin Olofu, has stated that the former governor reportedly at an APC meeting in Nasarawa State is not involved in the events in Kano. Looking at the political game in Kano State, Ganduje Kwankwaso and Abba Kabir Yusuf are determined to set Kano ablaze. Ado Bayero and Sanusi Lamido Sanusi are simply instruments in the political game. The traditional institution of Kano Emirate and the people of Kano are the unfortunate victims of this power tussle and recklessness. Governor Abba Yusuf removed Ado Bayero as emir and installed Lamido Sanusi. Ado Bayero went to court. Court says Ado Bayero is the emir. Governor says it is Sanusi. Armed forces of Nigeria are trying to enforce the court order. Deputy governor accuses NSA Nuhu Ribadu of using the army against Governor Abba Yusuf to truncate the governor's directive. Governor Abba Yusuf, however, ordered the arrest of Bayero, the former emir. Now, Commissioner of Police says they haven't gotten the official communication to arrest Bayero. The allegation that the National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu assisted the dethroned Emir of Kano, Aminu Ado Bayero, in returning to Kano on Saturday was later refuted by the office of the NSA. The Deputy Governor of Kano State, Aminu Absalam, stated that Mr. Ribadu arranged for 2 aircraft to transport Mr. Ado Bayero back to the city at 4:30 a.m. on Saturday. Zakari, the spokesman from the office of the NSA, refuted the claim, stating that it was false. He said, I read the comments on social media. It is untrue. The NSA did not provide air transport to anyone to Kano. Political actors should desist from misinforming the public as law enforcement officials in the state strive to maintain peace and order. Now, before you start fighting each other because of this Kano Emirate thing, late Ado Bayero and Sanusi Lamido's grandfather are siblings. Sanusi is like a nephew to Aminu Ado Bayero. Ado Bayero's younger sister is married to Sanusi Lamido Sanusi. She even was part of the entourage that celebrated the reinstatement of her husband and the removal of her brother. Some of Sanusi's children are Ado Bayero's grandchildren. Aminu Ado Bayero and Sanusi Lamido Sanusi lived in the same house for years. If today Aminu's son decides to marry Sanusi's daughter, Sanusi might even sponsor the whole wedding event. Stakeholders in Kano are seeing this power tussle as a family affair, hence the two potential emirs are brothers. Ashraf, one of the sons of Emir Muhammad Sanusi II, has tackled Aminu Ado Bayero, the deposed emir of Kano State. He was reacting after Sanusi, the reinstated emir, appeared in public with the royal umbrella, which signifies his authenticity. Sanusi's action also came at a time when Bayero returned to the state and confidently sat at the mini palace in Nasarawa as emir in the ancient city. On Thursday, the young Sanusi noted that the recent decision by the Kano State House of Assembly to abolish the 5 emirate councils signifies the correction of an injustice. In a post via Instagram, he expressed gratitude while seeking divine protection for his father, who was tipped to be reinstated at the time. Also, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar has condemned the federal government's intervention in the Kano Emirate crisis, accusing it of undermining the state's authority and risking violence. Atiku criticized the government for deploying security forces to escort former Emir Aminu Ado Bayero back to his palace early Saturday morning. He argued that the dethronement of Ado Bayero was a matter within the jurisdiction of the Kano state government. Citing the repealed Kano State Emirate Council law, Atiku stated that Governor Abba Yusuf had the authority to remove Ado Bayero and reinstate Muhammadu Sanusi II as Emir. He accused the federal government of violating the 1999 constitution by interfering in the state's affairs. Atiku expressed concern that the government's action could destabilize Kano, which has historically been a peaceful state. He warned that the federal government would be held responsible if any violence broke out due to its interference. The deployment of soldiers in extra-constitutional matters undermines the integrity of the Nigerian military, Atiku said. We remind the Tinubu administration that Kano State is known for peace and harmony. Any attempt to destabilize the peace of the land of commerce shall be resisted. Atiku's statement comes amid ongoing tensions between the Kano State government and the federal government over the Emirate crisis. The government has accused the federal government of attempting to impose Ado Bayero as emir against the wishes of the people.